We are here for Mom Chat Monday. We've got Holly with us today. She is also a badass mom of 2 girls and she's actually one of our top agents. So we brought her on, and we actually don't know what we're talking about today, so we're here for a free-for-all topic. We were just talking a second ago about just being moms. All 3 of us have girls, raising them into being strong, independent women without driving us nuts.
And making good decisions.
Yes. There's so much to talk about on that one. So,
my girls are still 3, so as far as making good decisions, we're like just building the foundation, right, for good decisions. And I initially I've been trying different routes with them. Like, do you go heavy-handed, or are they stick or carrot kids, right?
Yes.
We talked about this last week.
Yeah.
Do you want to go over stick or carrot?
Yeah, stick or carrots. Stick, you move away from consequences. Carrots, you move towards rewards.
Right.
Figuring out where you are, it helps you achieve goals in life.
Yes. So my girls are a lot like me. You try the stick, and they're basically like, they don't care.
Or you stick. Yeah.
They don't care. They're like, do it. Like, one of my daughters, literally Violet, I'll tell her, I'm like, well, if you keep doing that, I'm gonna put you in timeout. Put me in timeout. If you keep doing that if you don't claim every choice, I'm gonna throw them away. She looks at me, she goes, throw them away. And I'm like, oh, you're mine.
My youngest is the same way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Consequences never worked.
Yeah. No.
Because lock her in her bedroom, and she's like, I like my bedroom. It's pretty great in here.
So we're going with reward based now. That's where I'm at with them. That's what we're trying.
Is it working?
A little bit.
Will it work with
Yeah.
stickers?
I was doing I'm gonna call Santa and tell him so he doesn't bring you toys in.
Santa days.
It worked for a week.
Oh.
And now they're like, Colin.
Dare you.
Go for it.
Yeah. So not so much anymore, but that's where we are. So I'm going with trying to a very open, honest style of communication for a 3-year-old. They're just 3, but also reward.
I think we're all still trying to figure that out. Based off our ongoing conversation, none of us really know how. There's no book on parenting these kids. There's no book on parenting, being a business owner, doing all this. There's no book. We're just all kind of stumbling through and figuring it out the best we can. So, and I think, Lindsey, you hit on something right there too about just that open and honest communication with our kids. They see us struggle, they see us work,
Balance life and
yeah.
family and all of the things.
All the things, yeah.
Sports,
Oh my gosh, yes.
activities.
Yeah. And then how do you continue to talk to them about these things, when they screw up, doing the carrot and stick. I had one of mine last week was go ahead and do it. Just like you said, triggered something in me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was so mad. So, but how do you continue to have those conversations and show them how to be successful? And I think that's just opening up the conversation to everybody as we have it here. Holly, you have, how old are your girls?
13 and 15.
Mine are 12 and 14, so we are just right behind you
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. It's definitely a challenging age. The 15-year-old more so than the 13-year-old currently.
Well, how do you talk to them about business, I guess, and growing up, and the kind of women you want them to grow up to be?
I mean, I think a lot of it's just lead by example. They see what I do, they see how hard I work, they see how I treat people, and I think you can definitely see them starting to develop those characteristics of, going the extra mile for somebody and, being an honest person. And
I see that. That totally is who you are, too, and going along with that open and honest, and Lindsey's statement of her kids are just like her. They see us.
Mhm.
And there's so much talking we can do to them, but they see that action and what we do is so much more. That's why our kids turn out just like us. It's such a pain in the ass, but that makes us want to strive to be better people too. I just came upon that right now. This realization of making myself want to be a better person because I want my kids to be a better person.
Yeah, and when you notice that they look up to you, and they just, they want to be just like you, and they talk like you, and they walk like you, and they treat people like you treat people. And so it just makes you want to find the best version of yourself, so it encourages them to do the same. I just started doing an audiobook called Raising Good Humans, and that's essentially the moral of the story. I mean, it's how to deal with your kids and not lose your cool.
Yeah.
Because you don't want them to do that either, right?
Yeah.
So you want to teach them how to resolve conflict and deal with their
I'm
emotions.
just trying to think. I don't lead that by example very well. I use it quite a bit.
Oh, I do too. Yeah, I'm just that's why I'm reading the book.
So
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I'm like, how do we find our zen place where we can move forward?
And I think as business owners too, there's a piece of that, like we don't work 9 to 5 jobs. And so balancing the different hats and the roles of like momming. We talk about this all the time, like momming, business owning, being a good human. It is all so challenging.
So much pressure.
So much pressure. I just want to lay it. I want to watch Netflix. That's all I want to do. So, and I think we all have those days too. So, I guess that's our moral here.
Yep.
We landed on. I don't think we solved anything. Did we solve anything? Did we figure it out? No. We haven't read the parenting book. We're still on the struggle bus a little bit.
I don't think we're ready for a book yet.
No, maybe never. We can't write it.
I'm probably gonna always be on the struggle bus, but I think that's a good thing because I'm always gonna try and be better or do better at whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I'm never gonna be satisfied. I don't think when I'm like have ever reached or attained something. Keep pushing.
I think that's what we want our kids to do and who we are as well. Like we constantly want to grow and open this conversation. That's why we're here talking to you guys, is we want to open this conversation with you guys as moms, as business owners, as just human beings. Like how are we growing? How are we getting any better? And I'll be tagging Lindsey and Holly in this one too. So reach out to us and want to connect, talk to you. Let us know if you figured out the parenting thing because we're still trying, still struggling. So thank you guys for watching.